When if I tell you that you can indeed hack your Excel document even if it is being protected. Now as you can see here, I just open an Excel document and then it is just telling me that I should enter a password before this document can be opened. The funny thing is that here in the case I don't know the password. So how do we go by this? Well, let me show you another one. This is another document I have on my desktop, so I'll double click on it and then it is open. Now let's as you wanted to do some couple of editing. Now I selected this week 3 and I wanted to change the 7 here to 8. Now it's telling me the document is protected, so I can't do anything. Now how can I go by this and then hack this Excel document? Now this process is kind of but it's just simple, and remember this is just for education purpose. Now the question here is that, on the explanatory to this is that you can then have an Excel document that you have protected with a password, but unfortunately you indeed have forgotten the password that you used to protect this document. Don't worry, stay put. I'm going to show you how you can hack your own Excel document that indeed you have forgotten the password. Let's look at how that is being done.
Armstrong computers, we're leading the way, bringing ICT to your doorstep every day, where vision meets excellence. We stand.
So first, as you can see, this is my file here where I selected. We have group and is .hxlxx, which is Excel file. So having said that, how can I go by hacking this my file? To do this, what we must do is that let's create a duplicate of this file. So I right click on it and then click on copy and paste it here. So I have a duplicate of the file. So these are the two files here. So this is the copy of it. Now when I double click on the duplicate, for instance, and it is open, and I try to change week 4 and I try to change the 2 here, it will ask me to protect it, so I should enter a password. When I go ahead and click on the review tab and click on where we have unlock sheet and type any password and click on OK, you can see it's not permitting me, so meaning I've forgotten my password. So what I'd like you to do is that close this, and I'd like you to come to where we have group copy.xlxx, which is the file extension. Remember, when I talk about file extension, a file extension is an extra text of a file name, or more or less an extra text that appears after a file name that describes what type of file the file is. Having said that, so this is it. So I'll just change the file extension. So I'll right click on it and click on where we have rename and select where we have file extension, double click, backspace that, so the dot will be there, and I'll go by zip and press enter. Click on yes, and then to convert to a zip file, which is to compress the entire file. So I'll go ahead and double click on the zip, and it will display in my zip folder. I'll go to where we have the XL, and then I'll select the sheet tab. You can see this is the sheet. Okay, so we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. But before that, let me show you this. When I double click on the sample of document that I created, which I duplicated, you can see we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4 to sheet 5, which is the summary. So the the protection is on the summary. So when I select this and press 0, you see the protection is in the summary, so which is the sheet 5. So I'll close that. So now, have you understood this? I'll just go directly and come to where we have sheet 5, and this sheet 5, what I'll do is that I'll then drag it and then drop it on my desktop, and sheet 5 will duplicate on my desktop. So I'll go ahead and close this. Then after that, I'll open this in my Sublime Text or any text editor. It can be Notepad or anything. So I'll go ahead and open it in my Sublime Text. If you don't have a Sublime Text, you can equally use your any text editor, even Notepad. It will work for you perfectly. So let me show you how that has been done. So I'll open my Sublime Text. So as you can see, this is my Sublime Text. So I'll drag my sheet 5 and drop it in my text editor, and close this and maximize it. So everything is kind of like written in an XML, and kind of fascinating, but don't be alarmed. So what I'll do is that I'll go ahead and search for what a particular tag, so which is known as protection. So to do that, I'll click on find and click on find, and the find dialog box is display. I'll go ahead and type of protect, and you can see it here. We have protection. Now this protection here started from somewhere and ended somewhere. So you can see that when we have here, we have sheet protection. Okay, sheet protection. So I must make sure that I take off that sheet protection up to protection. So the sheet protection starts from here and then end with here. Okay, you can see that we have the sheets closing tag. So the sheet closing tag starts from here. You can see this is my sheet opening tag here. So, and that's then go ahead and then the close tag ends here. So here I have my sheet protection from here. So I highlight from my sheet protection and then end it here where the close tag is, this very side. So I'll go ahead and press what? Delete. Okay, so let's do that. So after pressing delete, that is gone. I'll go ahead and click on file and click on save. Done. So I'll go ahead and close my text editor. So having closed my text editor, what I will do again is that I'll then double click on the group copy zip file which I duplicate. I'll double click on that file to be open, and the zip file will be open. So I'll go to my XL and then go ahead, as you can see here, go ahead and go to my worksheet, and I'll select my sheets, okay, .xml, drag it and come and drop it in the same folder, and I'll click on OK to replace that, which that has been replaced. But better still, for you to be sure, you can equally select this and then right click on that and click on delete to delete that, click on yes, and that will go off. Or you can equally right click and then select delete, but I just click on delete here to delete that, and I'll drag my sheet 5.xml on the desktop and drag it and drop it here. Click on OK for it to show. You can see it here. So having done that, I'll go ahead and close my zip folder and refresh it, and you can see that this is my zip folder here. I'll right click on it and click on rename and change the file extension back to my Excel. So I'll go to my XLSX, press enter, click on yes, and that will be changed to Excel document. I'll double click on it to be open, and that is open. Now when I select, let's say 45 and press delete, okay, and press delete and type, let's say 67, you can see it is working. When I undo it back to 47, it is. When I type whatever I type in here, it is working perfectly. So that is how you can unprotect your worksheet and you are good to go. And indeed, if this lesson has helped you out there, I'd like you to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel. Anytime I bring a new lesson like this, you'll be notified. That is just that, and thank you so much for watching.
Armstrong computers, we're leading the way, bringing ICT to your doorstep every day. Where vision meets excellence, we stand strong, transforming students where they belong. In the halls of knowledge, we light the spark.